welcome to yourstory.com. I'm Debolina.
I'm Sutrishna, and here are the top stories we covered this week.
The average income of any cab driver ranges between Rs 15,000 and 30,000. Despite that, they are unable to use facilities such as credit cards. This hit Bhaskar Kode, the product engineer at HelpShift, while having a conversation with a cab driver on his way to office. 2 months later, determined to solve this problem, Bhaskar quit his job to start up a credit card service for the gig economy. He founded Born in 2016. The Pune-based startup aims to make getting credit for this audience as easy as getting a SIM card.
Bilva Natarajan, the brain behind Chennai-based Karomi, has a simple job: tracking packaging artwork and label designs for enterprises. Now you might wonder, why does one need to keep a track of this artwork? As it turns out, artwork and labeling is a whopping $10 billion worth industry in India. It is also a process-intensive industry involving several hands. Without a tech solution in this case, taking care of the artwork from end to end, that is from designing to production and finally packaging, chances are that any kind of write-off would cost the enterprises dearly. This is where Karomi comes into play. Find out more about their unique offering in this week's episode of Through the Eyes of the Investor, hosted by Idea Spring Capital's founder and MD, Naganand Doraswamy.
Co-founder and CTO of Dunzo, Mukund Jha, began coding when he was only 10 years old. As an intern at Google, Mukund worked on an education for all product. He believes that the best part about technology is the number of possibilities it provides. Mukund also talks about the need for techies to keep experimenting. In fact, he believes a healthy mix of impatience and laziness can go a long way for an engineer. From working on Google's search platform to co-founding Dunzo, the journey of Mukund Jha in this week's Techie Tuesday.
There are over 80,000 startups that Your Story has covered so far. But did you know that these companies are at risk when it comes to data security? In fact, 95% of these near about 80,000 plus Indian startups do not know the implication of upcoming data privacy bill. It's as simple as this. If you have not created a simple form reminding your consumers that you are collecting their data and selling them to third parties, then you can end up in real legal trouble. Confused about the whys in the house? The simplest way to explain this is with a little help from the Puttaswamy versus Union of India case. Under this, a landmark judgment guaranteed the right to privacy under the protection of the Constitution of India. This means no institution or government can enforce their authority on an individual unless established by law.
Milkshake and frozen bottle go hand in hand. However, when Pranshul Yadav and Arun Suvarna met through a mutual friend, they had no intention of teaming up for an entrepreneurial journey. The duo spent 8 months researching QSR business and found the milkshake and frozen desserts brand in 2017. Armed with relevant knowledge and experience, the founders opened 10 stores in the first year itself. Today, they generate Rs 40 crore in revenue and have stores across 18 Indian cities. Read about how they have grown and developed their business in Your Story's in-depth piece.
What is entrepreneurship but the road not taken? Or at least in this case, the road less trodden. Ravi Kikan, the COO of Plus Offices, was far from the world of real estate or the co-working segment. That is until he shouldered the task of leading Plus Offices, a Gurugram-based co-working company boasting 95% occupancy and 1,000 plus co-workers. It's been around a year since the launch of the co-working space, and Plus Offices today has 2 facilities across premium locations in the city. The startup has already crossed a run rate of $1 million for this year, and as it expands, it plans to triple this figure in the next financial year.
These were the top stories from this week, and this beautiful outfit was sponsored by Ombre.
Check out their formal wear collection on their official website, and for more tidbits from the Indian startup ecosystem, like, share and subscribe.